Yo, what's up? You already know y'all tapping in Mikey 2 and 5. We keep it being as always. Tonight is the night. Eagles Chargers, 8 o'clock. Tonight is the night that the Eagles get their shit right back in order, get right back in the mix, get right back to competing for a championship and being a heavyweight contender that I know they are. Look, last Friday I was a little down on the team last Friday, and rightfully so. The performance was trash. It was horrible, especially the way they played at home in Philly. It was bad. Just no spark, no heart, no none of that. So I felt, my confidence was a little shot after that game or whatever. And even in my live video, you can see it. But the closer we get to this Monday night game in a few hours, the more confidence I started to gain back. And the reason why is because if you really look at what this team really been doing the past year and a half, which is dating back to the whole last season and then up until where we're at right now in this season, one thing for sure, the Eagles going to still find a way to win. They're going to hit some hurdles. They're going to have some little bump in the road, but they're going to figure out a way how to get it back clicking. And I know I've mentioned the 2023 vibes before in my previous videos, but I'm having a hard time really grasping to believe that we're going to see two collapse in 3 seasons. I can't believe that. Maybe it's the biases in me, I don't know. But just off of the temperature of the team that I've been watching for a long time, I don't believe we're gonna get that. We can't get that. There's no way that we're gonna witness 2 major collapse in a span of 3 years by this Eagles football team. I just don't think they built like that. I just don't see it. So tonight, this is where that shit comes to an end. We're gonna snap this 2-game losing streak. We're gonna get back in track, wrap this division up. Division should have been wrapped up a couple weeks ago, but it's cool. It is what it is. It's football. Shit happens. It's the NFL. Wrap it up now. Wrap it up over these next couple weeks. Cowboys fans, they just watched their team take a L. They got walked down on last Thursday. Now they're all quiet and hiding and crying and this, that, and the third. Half of the fan base thought they was going to the playoffs and probably the Super Bowl. The shit is crazy over there. Like I told you, they got a real case of mental illness over there. But this video ain't about them. This video is about the Eagles and what they got to do to get back on track. And I'm pretty sure they already know what to do to get back on track. And I'm pretty positive that they're going to show it tonight. I just got that weird feeling where I feel like they're going to come out here and do what they got to do. I would love a blowout to really put a stamp on what they about to, what type of time they about to be on. But listen, I'll take a solid W, even if it's a close one. Just look competitive. And as for the coaching, just call a complete game. Not a first half game, not a second half game. Just call a real game from the first quarter all the way down to the 4th quarter. That's all. O-line block. Jalen, do what you do. Find a way how to win. The receivers, AJ Smitty, tight end guy, we know they're going to do what they're going to do. Saquon I still think has just as much talent in him as he did last season. I don't think he's washed. I still think he got it in him, so I'm not doubting him neither. The defense, last week they got ran down on. I'm going to leave that up to maybe say it was an anomaly. It was an off week for them. Offense couldn't sustain any drives. Maybe the niggas was tired. I'm going to just leave it at that. I don't expect them to get ran down on like that, like how they did on Black Friday. So, we're going to see a complete team tonight, and we need to see that consistently for the rest of the season going into January. Because like I said in my last video, the Eagles don't really have their identity, which is rare around this time of the year because you pretty much know what the Eagles are about. I think tonight starts to really capture the identity that the Eagles want to run with for the remainder of the season going into January and just stay with it. So I think tonight we're going to see it. I'm expecting a good game from our guys. I'm expecting a bounce back game. I know I was expecting that last week, but I'm telling y'all this is the week that they're going to get it back on track. It may not look 100% the way we may want it to look, but just give us something to show us that it's going to get hot towards the end of the season. That's all they got to show us. Just give us a little something. Give us a little something so we can know what's up. Because I believe it's in that locker room. I do. They just gotta put it together on that field because it's there. It's there. So, I'm gonna tap in with y'all after the W, maybe tonight after the win, or maybe tomorrow whenever I get the chance to. We're going to rap a little bit about the game. Because like I said, I do believe it's going to be a W. And we're going to get this train back rolling. Get ready to wrap this division up. See what's up with the number 1 seed or whatever. Just wrap this shit up and get hot. Get hot. Because like I said, the NFC is stacked. I said that in my last video. The NFC is stacked. So you're capable of beating all them teams that's in that playoff bracket in the NFC. So just get your shit in order. Because nobody really can beat the Eagles except the Eagles. That's the only team in my eyes that can beat themselves, really. Nobody can really touch the Eagles when they on their shit. Nobody really can. So if the Eagles stop shooting themselves in the foot, nobody can touch them. Nobody can see them. Nobody can check them. So yeah, we're gonna find out. We're gonna see tonight. We're gonna see the real deal tonight. And we're gonna go from there. Like I said, I believe the Eagles are gonna come out with a W. I don't really got no score prediction right now. I just know they're gonna come out there with a win. A solid win. Not no by the teeth win. A solid win. So yeah, once again, I'm gonna tap in with y'all again later this week. Talk more or whatever. In the meantime, y'all be safe. Go Birds.